Well, good morning. It is Saturday. It is a little bit rainy and chilly here in Georgia, so it's probably going to be one of those lazy kind of days. I thought I would give you a short tour of my room and show you a few of the things that I have done to make life easier as I get in and out of my room constantly during the day. So, here we go. Well, this doesn't exactly make for anything I've done special, but there's all my drugs, and they certainly do make some things a lot easier. I do have my electronic scooter now. Dad got a battery for me yesterday, so I'm able to get around a lot faster. But this area here just exactly fit my wheelchair. However, I had to make sure that the front wheels were aligned precisely, otherwise I'd get a little bit hung up. The bed, when I came here to Dad and Ma's, it got scooted over just about probably 6 inches more to what would be the left of this video here, so that I could get in and out of the closet much easier with the wheelchair and the walker. Now you'll see I have my laptop here on the bed, and in the evenings lately I've been listening to a Meditation for Pain CD that I got on Amazon with a gift card that one of my clients gave me. Now, that laptop and getting it to and from here in the kitchen where I usually work is kind of what prompted this little video this morning. But before we begin that little challenge, I'll show you a few other things. First of all, I don't sleep under the comforter. I noticed the first couple of nights that the comforter is just too big and bulky, and my leg would get bound up in there. At the time, I was wearing the brace, so the Velcro would stick, and it's just too heavy. So I actually sleep on top of the comforter, and I use a twin-size quilt that my aunt made for my granddaughter that I carried on my journey the entire time I was traveling. So I just basically set myself up. I used the pillow up there. That body pillow has been a lifesaver that Lynn and Nick gave me. I've been trying to sleep on my right side since I do have my first bed sore, and as you can see, not too difficult to make my bed in the morning. I just basically fold up that quilt and it's a done deal. I do have to point out over there in the corner is a picture of quite a few of my ULRB members. They sent that to me when I was in the hospital. Thank you, Cheryl, for delivering that. One thing I want to point out is that since the bed got moved over, this area here is far more narrow. So I cannot take my walker in there straight on. So I have to kind of shimmy sideways to get in there. That really is about the only moving challenge that I have in my room. It's not really a challenge until you got to go pee in the middle of the night. Then you got to think about it. Side note, that paper on the wall there is the exercises I have to do for my leg. But back to the walker. What I've done here, as you may be able to see here, maybe a little bit, and we'll back up for a better view on this other corner. Here we go. You can see much better here. The corners of the comforter reach the ground, and I found that my wheelchair and my walker were getting stuck in there when I was trying to maneuver. The wheelchair wasn't that huge of a deal, other than possible damage to Ma's comforter and just pure irritation. But one night I was getting up to use the washroom, and obviously when you're a little groggy in the middle of the night and shimmying sideways on a walker, and then I have to turn it around forward to come this way, the wheel got caught up in the comforter that was on the floor. Thankfully I was going really slow and was groggy, so I did not fall forward, but the potential existed. Just a few little things here. This makes life a little bit easier, seeing my son and my granddaughter. Some flowers that my granddaughter's mom sent me along with her family, my bear from a friend, a spider from my aunt, and a few little trinkets and things that just simply make life a little bit easier. Now, I do have this electronic wheelie cart, as I mentioned, and last night when I brought the laptop in to listen to my CD is when I decided I think I have a little problem. There is a little pouch on the back of my electronic cart, but what I noticed was the laptop kind of fell forward, if you will, and without my laptop I would just be lost, to be honest with you. And so I think we're going to test this out. I think that we have come up with a solution. So I'm going to try to rig it. Now, speaking of rigging, one other thing. I don't know if you can see it there in the mirror. Actually, I think my walker's in the way, but I kind of rigged my leg on this electronic scooter. I have an ace bandage tied there to the basket, and it holds up my leg. Now, I can't do this for very long because it's a little bit painful. It kind of dangles a little bit, but not too bad. My dad's going to try to figure out a way to either find an accessory, because we do see some spots on this wheelie chair for accessories, or he may be able to rig something himself, which he has done tremendously good at thus far. So we're going to go over here and see if I can figure out this idea I have for rigging my laptop into this little pouch that is on the back of my scooter. I'm going to set my camera up here because, like I said, it's early and I'm the only one up at this point, so I am my own cameraman today. So let's go see if this works. What I'm going to attempt to do is put the laptop in that little pocket on the back of the wheelie cart and rig it with an ace bandage. So let's see if this works. I'm hoping that you have a good angle here because I did attempt the angle before I began the video. Loosen our leg here. Got a cool little swivel seat. I have the ace bandage that is hopefully going to save things for me. Turn my seat back around so that maybe you can see what I'm trying to do here. I'm not sure if you got a good angle there, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, so back here is this little pocket that I was talking about. When I put my laptop in it, it fits just fine. However, it kind of flops forward and it's a little bit loose, and it makes me a little bit nervous because my laptop is very important to me. So I'm going to try to use an ace bandage to see if I can rig it. A whole lot of rigging been going on around here. So we shall see. And goodness knows, I have plenty of ace bandages to spare. Tighten that up pretty good. Oh, seems like it might hold. And these are Velcro ends on here that I got from an orthopedic surgeon, which is convenient. Whoops. Not a bungee cord, so not going to hurt too bad. Alright, well, it looks pretty stable. So, like I said, it's a whole lot of rigging and things to do to try to make life a little bit more comfortable and easily maneuverable. Looks like this just might hold. So I think it's time to go into the kitchen, maybe grab a bite to eat, a little bit of chocolate milk, and start my day. I hope you all have a great day. God bless you, and thanks for following the B.R.O.A.D. I almost left without my phone, and I need to do my dirty laundry. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day.